Welcome to the Tush Twins, brought to you, and not brought to you, but it's on malcolmpresents.com, as well as other websites that we don't know about that might be, actually it's on YouTube and Many Shades of Green. And
it's also, we can say brought to you by Wonderama and Sonny Fox.
Oh, I used to work for Sonny Fox, or with Sonny Fox.
Did you?
Yeah, one of my first jobs on television was WNEW TV, and I worked with Sonny Fox, with Sandy Becker, with Chuck McCann, with Soupy Sales, and I think they're all gone now except for me.
Oh, they were older than you.
And
no, Sonny Fox is still around.
Is he? I thought he just passed recently.
Not that I'm aware of.
Within the last 6 months.
Really? I don't know. I'm not going to check that now, but I just missed him. I was at the Paley Center for Media, the TV Radio Museum, and I got wind that he was in the building trying to research something, and I literally didn't know what to do with myself. The head of research, Jane, said, maybe you can catch him, maybe you can catch him. I just missed him. I would have been so excited to just say hi. I was, whatever, but that didn't happen.
Anyway, let's get on to the show.
Yeah, well,
you're the Tush Twins, and we got to talk about.
We're the Tush Twins. It's like I can do the intro, which I'll do anyway, right?
Do the intro. We do the intro after we do an intro to the show. We
do an intro and then we do an intro. So now you know where we're at today.
Go
so
ahead,
move over Lucy and Ethel, Thelma and Louise, Laverne and Shirley, Shamil, Shlomaza, Hudson. That was a beer place, right? That was a beer place, whatever.
Yeah, well, they were in Milwaukee, if I remember.
Yes, in Milwaukee, and also Wilma and Eddie. I had a really funny cartoon that I sent the redhead here. It was kind of hysterical. I mean, right? Anyway, the Tush Twins are tales of friendship from Brooklyn and beyond.
Tales, T-A-L-E-S or T-A-I-L-S.
Like we did with
And for whatever reason, I'm getting
redhead, and
you are freezing
up there. You're freezing.
I'm freezing. Well,
it's really you're freezing. It's hot in here. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
It's hot in here.
It's 85 degrees. Okay. Well, we're all hot. Anyway, we've done a lot. We've been through a lot. And that's it. I'm done. We're gonna go right into something we both enjoyed when we were kids.
I can't do that. It's a G-rated show.
Well, you seem to think that we're gonna do something tawdry. Like, what do you think we did as kids? Do you think we screwed under the boardwalk? What do you think we did?
I heard the song, Under the Boardwalk.
Right. No, that we saw people doing it under the boardwalk. We were wondering why they were moving like this under a blanket. Like, oh, well, stupid kids were we, right? God only knows what they were doing under the boardwalk.
Well, I was talking to you during the week. You guys, when you had your friends there, Cheryl and the other group, you guys were so innocent. It was amazing. It was like you were doing, you were pranksters. You just did like little cut up things, but nothing that, that you could write in a confessional book.
Well, we didn't wear motorcycle jackets and carry knives.
No, but I read the books about the groupies and what they did, and you're rock and roll people. And of course, the Penthouse Bunnies.
Well, not everyone was a bunny,
Well, I know one of you weren't the bunny, but the other one was.
Who was the bunny?
I wasn't.
That's true. I mean, unless we make things up. Well, let's make things up.
Let's make things up. It's more exciting.
Yeah, like all the things we.
I I have stories which I can't discuss over the air right now,
Yeah,
Well,
but
eventually, but not currently.
we'll we might have to get an X-rated Tush Twins type of things. But
I don't think we can
not
even go,
excited, but fun.
maybe an R-rated.
or, or,
To
or
tell you to whatchamacallit, what was that movie we saw with my ex-husband and you? The Devil and Miss Jones.
The Devil and Miss Jones.
Wait, and Behind the Green Door.
Behind the green door.
Marilyn Chambers.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
And we went there
yeah.
with giant lollipops.
Yeah, we started to suck on lollipops in the movie theater.
Uh-oh.
Is that something you like?
And did you see guys with raincoats?
Yeah, we did. We saw bobbing in the aisles.
Well,
Yeah, that was when we were married, and I don't know what possessed us to do that, but we
Because
figured,
it was a popular movie. Everyone was seeing it.
yeah,
Wasn't just
I mean,
the
I mean, you may not have liked it, but that was the movies of the day, and they were actually, it was just breaking the barriers of what's considered art, what's considered pornography. They were breaking all sorts of barriers.
I mean, we saw Debbie Does Dallas, and they which I don't know which movie it was, but they actually filmed some of it at Brooklyn College locker room.
It was Debbie Does Dallas.
Was it Debbie Does Dallas?
Debbie Does Dallas?
Yes.
Yeah.
They filmed some of it in the locker room at Brooklyn
Or was
College.
Debbie Does the DeKalb Avenue?
It
downtown.
was Debbie Does Midwood. Debbie Does Midwood. Avenue H, right?
Avenue.
It's still one of the prettiest public colleges in the country in terms of its campus. I don't know. We're really getting off on tangents here, but
Okay, what were you going to talk
so
about?
we were kind of thinking about, we used to go downtown a lot, and there was a song that Petula Clark sang called Downtown,
or as we call her, Pat
Clark, and it started, when you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. When you've got worries, all the noise and the hurry seems to help, I know.
Downtown.
Right. Just listen to the music of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. How can you lose? The lights are much brighter than you can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares, and go downtown. Okay, and that's what we're talking about, downtown.
Downtown Brooklyn.
Downtown Brooklyn we're talking about, right? We're talking about downtown Brooklyn. And we used to go shopping in downtown Brooklyn, right? Paul, which were the two stores we used to hit?
We used to go to A&S's and Martin's.
Right.
And they're no longer there, are they?
Nope, I don't believe they are there. A&S doesn't exist anymore, neither does Martin's.
Martin's closed first, then A&S is about 20 years ago.
Yeah, Abraham and Strauss, gone. It's crazy. I mean, we would just have so many great memories there, our parents taking us there as kids, running, hiding under the clothes racks when we were really little.
I saw my first Santa Claus in A&S's.
Really?
Yes, I saw my first Santa Claus in A&S's, and I knew he was fake. Sorry, people, because his suit was just coming back from the dry cleaners. Unless Santa gets his stuff dry cleaned.
Right. It's okay. I saw all these years later, I saw a Santa at an ATM machine at the Outrigger Hotel in Honolulu. And I took a picture of it and I posted it on Facebook, and everyone cracked up. It was like the best holiday card I could send. Santa taking out money from an ATM machine.
Yeah, but obviously you guys didn't see Miracle on 34th Street.
We did.
Of course we did.
Yeah. Which one?
That's Macy's. There's a whole bunch of them there. Well, Natalie Wood was the kid in the original one, right? Wasn't that Natalie Wood?
Yeah, I believe
the original one on
with
white.
I'm forgetting Santa Claus's name.
I don't know.
Oh, that was, oh my God.
Yeah, it's a great,
Monty
it's a great actor.
Not Monty,
Not
was it
for our
Monty,
lives, not,
Monty
That-
Roy?
No, that's my
Monty
favorite.
Python, no.
Monty Python.
I don't know. I don't know, but you know, we used to go down there, and when we went with like you know, Cheryl and Mel, they had these 17 magazine, you know, was a big thing. We used to like also Tiger Beat and all those with all the cute guys on the cover, you know, all the bands. That's where we found our monkey articles and pictures that she put up on the wall and ceilings and God knows where else. And they used to have these events like fashion shows, right?
Every
And,
once a month, they had a fashion show there.
Right. And they would have, they give you, that's the first time you would get like a swag bag. You know, they would give you Bonnie Bell products, and they would throw crap in there. And we thought that was like, whoa, you know.
Yardley lipstick.
Right, Yardley, Bonnie Bell. for the
Yardley
face, you know.
lipstick.
Yeah,
Yardley
yeah, they
lipstick,
had,
you wear the, around the necklace one, you wear around your neck.
and they throw stuff in there, and we thought that was like, wow, you know. Now today, the Academy Awards, like it's a $300,000 like gift bag or something. That's a swag bag to have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the,
That's a bag you have to claim on your income tax. Are you kidding?
yeah, it's incredible. It's more than my house, probably. No. And then there was the automat. Remember the automat?
Oh, the automat, I remember, especially after we did our recording as a kid. Your
Right.
brothers took me. My parents always took me there, but the most fun I had is after we did our recording.
We're folks too.
We're folks too.
Oh,
Well, we-
Horn and Heart Out.
Yeah.
Well, it's Horn and Heart art, but when we
You're
were
right.
older, we called it Horn and Heart on. You know, so it's like,
Uh-oh.
see, you wanted something tawdry. There you go. Okay.
Which reminds me, what is that? The Touch of Mink with Cary Grant and Doris Day,
Touch of mink. Yeah, I think so.
where she works in the automat.
Oh, right. And it was great. What did we get? Like spaghetti? This like, you can't even repeat trying to make it. Like, how would you,
Really
know,
bad.
you know, it was bad, but you ate it. And I like the cream
Mashed
spinach and the
potatoes.
mashed potatoes, like carbs on a plate, but you threw in some spinach, so that was okay.
Yeah, but as I say, the food was horrible, but there was lots of it. Good
But you
portions.
could put, it was, well, you can go in there and put, you know, your dime and
Nickels.
quarter in and nickels, and then you'd want to get like dessert after, you know, like some pie, apple pie or cheesecake or something, or, oh, they also had good chocolate pudding, I think was okay.
Yeah, I didn't like.
Yeah.
Well, you're weird. So.
But
I don't
actually,
like
my favorite chain, I don't know if it was in Brooklyn, but I know it's on 42nd Street, Tad's Steakhouse.
Oh, yeah, I think they closed the last one.
I mean, like for $1.95, you got a steak with a baked potato.
We used to
Well,
go there.
Started at the World's Fair. My mom and my brother worked at the World's Fair, and every Tuesday and Thursday night, we got in. You remember that, Max?
Yep,
We always went to Tad's because $1.99, you got a
Right.
steak, a
entire
baked
dinner.
potato, a small salad,
And like
And
a
a
garlic bread kind of
bread.
thing, right?
for $1.99.
$1.99.
Yep. Tad's, I think the last remaining one was in the theater district, and I think it closed
closed.
not too long ago, actually.
Yeah.
So that was the last one. Yeah, damn. But speaking of the last things, there was one thing, I didn't talk about gray shoes, but
Gray shoes.
Believe me, I'm bringing that one up.
okay. But we were A&S, and there was this fantastic treat in the basement of A&S called,
With
it was a
ice
milk
milk.
bar. It was called the milk bar, the ice milk bar.
Milk bar.
And it was custard, right? And it came with, it was plain vanilla or with chocolate sauce or strawberry. It was 10 cents. And then for the extra 5, you got the chocolate or the strawberry. It was so delicious that it's hard to imagine that it doesn't exist anymore. And so,
It came in this tall glass,
right,
and it was put it in the chocolate with a long spoon. And you
Right.
sat there and you just stood there. And sometimes I had 2 of them. They were so
yeah,
delicious.
yeah. yeah, it was, I wish I can get it. So I kind of, when I was talking to Paula yesterday, I was like, what happened? Where is this? Is there any way to find out? And I went online, and people have the same feeling we have, and to the point where people try to follow up as to what this was. And apparently this woman said, I once wrote the American Frozen Custard Association, and they said back in the 60s and 70s, they used, because she wanted the recipe, a lot more egg yolk was used, but it didn't seem like there was a lot of egg yolk in
It's
it.
not that much.
It
egg
was
yolk.
very light. So I don't think, so this is somehow, so someone said, how I wish it was still available. I'd fly up just to have some. Someone would fly, and they'd go to downtown Brooklyn with my mom for Thursday evening shopping and tack on the custard tree heaven. I never had the strawberry topping, neither did you, but now I would order one. And this was from, she said it was just worth it, Brooklyn Gal 802. And everyone has different stories, and people actually wrote. And then I wrote to the National Ice Cream Retail Association yesterday, trying to find out, because you know me, I'll try to find out anything. So I get a response back today. Hello, Maxine. I looked through our association records from 1962 and found a supplier member with a company named Sweden Freezer Manufacturing from Seattle, Washington. It looks like they supplied soft serve and shake machines as well as the mix they used. I did a little more research, and it looks like they trademarked and patented a machine in 1950s called the Swedish soft server. Then she goes, not sure if this helps. And I wrote her back saying, thank you so much for the quick, this is Elizabeth there, for the quick response. And I said, I would love to know the actual recipe, if there's any way to find it, and if anyone is making it, and does anyone have any Swedish soft server machines? And apparently there is one online you can purchase for like $500 or something.
Are you buying it?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy two. No, there's only one. So, but it was the Swedish soft server, and someone had written that it was that machine. They knew it was that machine, and that there was a name on the machine, Priscilla. In the one in A&S. That's what they remembered as a kid. And it's amazing that it's not only us, but there's a whole comments, like 30 comments of people trying to find what happened to this, where,
And what happened to Priscilla?
Who knows?
I
Maybe
don't
if
know.
we find Priscilla, maybe we'll know what the whole thing's about.
I don't know. I never had that soft ice cream, but
Oh,
I used to love Carvel. I don't know if
yeah.
they make it the same, the Carvel shops.
Well,
I
remember in Sheepshead Bay. And for ice cream, you're talking about, I don't know if we're talking about ice cream, but restaurants that I used to love as a teenager, Jan's.
Oh, Jan's.
Where they well, they used to have a thing called the kitchen sink.
Yes, yeah.
And in my mind, it was like huge.
It was huge.
And I think it was like, $10, $15, and you would go with a gang of.
You'd split it with everyone.
Yeah, you go with like 10, we used to go with 10 guys there.
Right.
And eat it. And then we would also take it and sort of throw it at each other.
Oh, really?
How many times we get kicked out of Jan's, Max?
How many times have we been in Jan's? And how many times we went with the girls, and then I also would go, like, if we want, I was on the softball team in Lincoln, and we would, after we won, if we were in the area, we'd go to Jan's.
Did they have the one on Nostrand Avenue then?
It was on that street off of Nostrand. It was right near the bowling alley.
Right.
Or the original one was, I think, in Valley Stream.
No, the original one is in Jackson Heights.
Jackson, I thought it was Valley Stream, Long Island.
No, the original one is in Jackson Heights.
Or for Sunrise Boulevard. That's when when I started going.
Well, we went to the one in Brooklyn, and then of course we'd also go to Junior's downtown Brooklyn.
Junior's was downtown.
right. And then there was also a place called Seniors.
Well, that was in Sheepshead Bay.
Right, and we would go there Friday night because they gave challah and wine. So my
Mhm.
parents would want to go there for Friday night dinner. So we hit all those hot spots.
Well, it was
Then there was
funny, I was-
the Roll and Roaster. That was good.
That's
And
still there and it's still good.
it's still there?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, funny, we should be doing this. The other day I was listening to National Public Radio, on KPCC, Pasadena Community College, and they were talking about restaurants that no longer were. People went as kids, and they used to be chains or very popular that no longer exist.
Right, right. But was it Big Daddy's? Was another one?
Oh, Big Daddy's is where we went to see Mitch Ryden
And the Detroit Reels. Right, right. Devil in the blue
Detroit
dress.
Devil in the blue
They
dress,
sang
blue dress
Devil in
on.
the blue dress.
I
Right,
love
they
that.
did. That was like, I love, we had a great time. It was really a
We're
lot of fun.
going to Juniors. We go there first, get off on the D train on DeKalb Avenue, had our hamburgers, French fries, and our Cokes.
Mhm. Right,
Then we go shopping.
yeah,
And we Martin's,
right.
because Martin's the only place that had clothes that fit me. I was very, very, very skinny in those days. And that was it. That was the only store. But I loved A&S's because of the
The bar downstairs, the bar that we like, the milk bar.
I don't know. I never went shopping downtown. The only time I went downtown shopping is I went with my parents during the Christmas time, because my father was, he was the wholesale coat business, ladies' coats, and he knew the manager I think it was Mays. Was
Mays
downtown.
and McCrory's. And Mays was there, McCrory's.
Yeah, it was
McCrory's
Mays. So
was there
every time
too.
we'd buy something, we'd go upstairs to say hello to him. I think it was Mr. Weinstein, and he used to give us a discount,
Oh,
which were, a 15% discount. It was like, money from heaven.
right,
Well, we
right.
always ended up in downtown Brooklyn because we would start in Sheepshead Bay. Maxine, this is like the tale of Maxine. We started in Sheepshead Bay. She wanted a pair of gray shoes. Didn't have anything
It's
to
popular now.
Now it is.
I just bought a pair of gray
Then we
sneakers.
entered Kings Highway. Then we
Kings
get on
Highway, yep.
Kings Highway.
He's
Then we get on the train, the D train, and go to DeKalb Avenue. But before we look for the shoes, we go down to the ice bar. Then we look for the shoes. You finally found a pair. We went to Tom McCann's down there. We went to time. You name the shoe store.
And there was like 5 of them. Where was
We
it?
ended up-
Miles shoe store? Where did I
Miles.
find Miles?
Mile.
That's
Mhm.
where,
Well, when I was a teenager in high school, we used to patrol Kings Highway from Coney Island Avenue to Ocean Avenue, a little before
Yeah,
Ocean
so we
Avenue.
did.
And they
This
were
was-
all, and that was the place to go shopping. They had all the retail stores there
right.
and all the
Well-
hip stores.
The music store, Sam Ash.
Yeah. Do you know how many Paisley shirts I must have?
From there?
Yeah, I mean, not Sam Ash, but Paisley was a big print back in my
Yeah,
high
yeah.
school days. And I probably had every shade of Paisley shirt. And in fact, one of them I had for so many years, like this was when I was a teenager and I moved out to California when I was, 35. I still had that Paisley shirt and it
Right.
was all washed out, but it was one of my favorite shirts.
It's still popular today, Paisley.
Did you get Paisley? Did you go to Paisley Park and have a raspberry beret?
That-
That was the name of his studio, Paisley Park.
Paisley Park. And then we wore
I
these tight pants that you had to, the guys used to wear the tight pants. And the problem was that sometimes when you went to sit, the back
Hmm.
would
Oh,
split.
really? Oh, I don't know.
And then they had the peg pants where it was narrow around the ankle.
Well, that's back in style, pretty much, I think,
We,
the slimmer pants, but we had bell bottoms, right?
we used to go to the Jean Factory on Avenue S and Coney Island Avenue.
Right.
$5 for a pair of jeans,
Yeah.
and they would have me come back the following week.
Right. I remember getting the blue jeans, but I also got like a burgundy corduroy pair. I
Yes.
remember having, and I definitely remember those pants pretty vividly, with the flare on the bottom. But I think flares might be coming back a little now because it went to this narrow straight leg now, and I think now it's coming. I think everything.
I just bought a pair of flares.
You bought a pair of flares? Yeah, I gotta get a
I'll tell
pair.
you, I hate the way the modern suits look. It looks like the people grew out of them. You see all these new shows and it's tight around the waist and it's short and it looks
Right.
like he grew out of it.
Yeah,
I mean, when I was when I was in sales, the big thing was the classic double-breasted jacket.
right.
Pleated pants, double-breasted jacket. I still have those suits in the closet.
Well, I mean, I think the one who's been fitted really nicely, believe it or not, is our President Biden. He's I mean, Ralph Lauren, I think, is giving him a lot of suits, and whoever is his tailor, they know how to do it. He's
Well-
dressed like impeccably most of the time. And
Ralph Lauren is my favorite designer. I wear his stuff all the time.
Ralph Lauren.
Yeah, my
I know.
mother-in-law worked in Ralph Lauren and Bloomingdale's for 20+ years, and she knew him very well. And she would do a lot of the buying for certain celebs. She did Yoko Ono and John Lennon had come in, and Shirley MacLaine came in. One time I came in after hours to meet her, and Shirley MacLaine was sitting cross-legged on the registered top of the registered desk. And she was just like this. She was like this. And I'm like, which life are you in today, Shirley?
Yeah.
It's like it was pretty crazy.
Well, she
but,
was reincarnated.
I don't know. She liked Ralph Lauren clothes, and my mother-in-law was her personal shopper.
Her guru.
Right. And she whatever Gloria picked, she wore and looked good in it. And that
Back
and-
when we were going shopping, it was very popular to wear crocheted skirts and vests.
Crocheted skirts.
yeah.
I
Shades,
don't remember
my
that.
mom used to make that for us. They were very hip back in the 60s.
Yeah, and my mom's clothesline, Irvington Place, was pretty good. I mean,
Well,
people would wait online on Wednesdays when she got the new stuff in. And people still today remember my mom's store online. I remember
Yeah,
the clothes closet.
So pissed at us one time. She went away and Maxie and I ran the store for her. And we organized it, made it so neat and so clean. She
That
came
was-
back, what'd you do to my stuff?
Yeah, she didn't know where anything was.
It was too,
I was
and-
organized.
and Dottie was there because she had to be the elder. We needed the elder there. She didn't, trust it to two high school kids, right?
Now, my all-time favorite place when I was when I got my first job, it was on 63rd Street or 67th Street and 3rd Avenue, short walking distance to Bloomingdale's on 59.
Right.
Mhm.
And I used to love, it was my first credit card ever was Bloomingdale's.
Really?
And, yeah, and I would go in there and everybody was dressed impeccably.
Of
You
course.
know, all the salespeople, the guys were in suits, the women's were in dresses or pantsuits, but stylishly dressed. And you ask
Yeah,
them
yeah.
something, and you would walk in there, and I'd go for a suit, and the guy would look at me and say, "Okay, you're 42 regular, and you should have natural shoulders because your shoulders are big, so you don't need shoulder pads." And they would tell you exactly what would look good on you. I mean, they
Well,
knew their
Bloomingdale's-
stock.
Maxine, do you remember what we did in Bloomingdale's?
I do.
Tell
Someone
us.
dared
Someone dared someone.
Beverly Hills theme song.
No, we did
No,
the
the
Gilligan's Island theme song.
Gilligan's Island theme song on top of our lungs on the first floor, and we
We
did
did it. We sang the whole song in the highest register we can possibly sing it, going through the cosmetic areas, and like, sit right back in your ear. And we thought we'd get kicked out. We didn't.
Everyone was laughing.
People were laughing. That was our intent. We did a good job.
Yes, we did.
We said that now we have to take another 3-hour tour of Bloomingdale's. We're going upstairs. It was, yeah, well, we tended to do things like singing in places where you probably shouldn't be, but we did it anyway. We couldn't really care less. It was
Except
like,
nowadays, you would have one of your friends that would record it.
Oh,
and you,
God.
and you would put it on YouTube, and you'd
Yeah.
probably make a bloody fortune.
yeah, well, we could still
That's
go back to Bloomingdale's and do it.
I dare you with
I
me.
dare you.
Oh,
You.
You
did
Tush
you,
twin.
did
You
you
Tush
guys
twin.
ever do that?
What?
Did we ever what? Dare each other?
I dare you.
Well, the Bloomingdale's thing was a dare.
Dare.
I mean,
We dared each other to do a lot of stuff, and we did it.
we did stuff. I mean, whatever. Yeah, there were things we probably should. There were things we probably should never have done. But
Well, that would be on the next show. It's I Dare You show.
yeah, I dare you. I dare you to really tell everything right now.
Uh-oh. But anyway, getting back to today, are you going to be doing the show next week?
Okay, I am not going to be doing the show for the next 3 to 4 weeks. I am getting a partial facelift. I am going to make myself.
Vain.
Yes. So I just want to let everyone know that I will see you, the new me, hopefully, in about 4 weeks.
Well, since this is a reality show, can we see you all bandaged up?
You'll see me
You're-
in 3 weeks, because next week, no, you'll see me the
So
week
when are you
after.
doing it? What day are you doing it?
It's Wednesday at 6 o'clock in the morning. The
Wow.
week from today.
Ah,
Okay, 6 a.m. Good luck. And then you go to the hotel for how long?
Overnight, and I go back to doctor in the morning, and then I go home that night, and I come back Monday. I hired a car service to take me back and forth to Dennis.
Oh boy.
So they sit and wait for me.
Okay.
And it's hopefully I'll get rid of what I'm doing. So I'm letting everyone know. I'm getting rid of I look like a tree. So you know how old I am. So I'm getting rid of the tree lines.
tell me about it.
I'm moving the tree lines up, and I'm moving my neck, and they're taking the jowls. I'm not having one of these. I'm just having slight raise of the jawline, which goes behind my ears. And you will never know I even had surgery after the healing, because you're not gonna see any scars or anything. And I'm doing my under eyes.
Yeah.
What
And
do
I
they
think
do
I'm gonna go
that-
for a nose job.
What do
A
they
nose
do?
job and a
What do they
hair
do there?
transplant.
What do they do by your eyes?
What they're doing, they're smoothing them out, so I have no wrinkles or puffiness. They build them up. I have they have lines of bagginess. To getting rid of the bagginess. And it's a couple of stitches, and you don't see them after like a month. They're gone. I had my upper lids done 2 years ago, and you can never tell I had them done. It's because I'm big.
I do not know what to say to this. I am like,
Well,
So
you know
I-
what, you know what.
you
to
know
say
how
in
I
4
feel.
weeks.
I'm mortified, seriously.
This is fine.
Who?
Your husband thinks it's a good idea too. He said it's great.
Did
I'm
he?
happy. Yeah,
If you're happy, do it.
yeah. And my husband, everyone thinks, I think it's a great idea, and it makes,
Well,
makes me
Cheryl
happy.
said on the show, she goes, if you're happy, do it. I don't know.
Yeah, if you're happy when you do it, clap your face.
Yeah, well,
Do you need general anesthetic, or they just give you a local?
No, it's general.
General?
It's just a 3.5 hour surgery.
wow.
This doctor, he is
I-
wonderful. His name is Dr. Steinbach. He is Gotham Surgical Center. He is one of the top doctors on the East Coast. I've seen his work.
Ask him if he wants to sponsor the Tush Twins show.
Yeah.
You never know.
And
He
then you
likes,
could,
he likes my products that I cook, but that's another story.
Yeah,
and then we
well,
can, I don't know if you guys ever see these, there's a show with the plastic surgeons and they show you before and after.
yeah,
Yeah.
no,
I like them, and
I do not. I am, the one who's not the fan is me.
Yeah. Well,
And, but, you
well,
know,
I'm a fan, but I'm chicken.
yeah, I'm not, you know me, Paul, there's nothing to say.
Anyway, guys,
I love you all. Happy holidays.
yeah, our show has ended. Our show has ended 10 minutes ago.
Well,
Okay.
I'll say Gemar Chatima Tova. May you be sealed in the book of life and have a healthy, happy new year and all good stuff.
And have a sweet fast.
Have a very easy fast.
Easy fast. Anyway,
Easy fast.
guys, and
All right.
and we'll speak to you when you get back, but we'll speak to each other. We have to get some substitute tushies.
Yeah, we need a couple of substitute. I'll have to speak to the two tushes, the other tushes.
The other,
Let's see the other. I'll see if
Cheryl
I'll
and
see
Mel.
if Cheryl and Mel want to do it. I'll see.
okay, guys, again.
All right. Well,
How about, by the way, you'll have to wear a name tag when you come back so we can recognize you.
well, she's probably gonna wear glasses, and
That's
she's
what-
probably gonna wear like a hoodie. Right?
And
You could do the
and that thing-
show.
wait a
No, you
minute.
could do the show with glasses and a hoodie. like
Wait a
put the
minute.
hoodie-
No one will know whether I had an eye job or not.
That's right. No
Bye,
one will know.
guys.
All right. Anyway, in the words of Ruthie, ta-ta, shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Natasha, shalom, shalom. Bye.
That's a wrap. Okay.